Quaid Azam, Part 185. So I continue the quote by A.B. Sani Habibullah. Jinnah had a tremendous ego and was always susceptible to flattery. Up to 1943, he would tolerate, even enjoy an argument. But after that, when his health began to fail, he became impatient and refused to argue and preferred yes men. But his smile was always infectious, and his movement when he threw his head back and laughed was quite charming. His impatience was monumental. He discarded Mahmudabad for saying, "My leader must not be the ablest politician, but the man who is closest to God." He, Jinnah, eliminated Ismail Khan, president of the UP Muslim League, because he would always oppose Jinnah when he thought him wrong. The elections of 1937, the opening moves. The British authorities, under the impression that the morale of the Congress had been broken by the prolonged detention of its leaders, secured to view with little apprehension the outcome of the first general elections in 1937. It is not as if the Congress party was solid phalanx of uniformly inspired members. Many Congress leaders, particularly of the left wing, had no doubt spoken of their plans to wreck the Constitution from within. However, the party was torn by internal dissensions at the top, and all the principal lieutenant of Mahatma Gandhi had threatened resignation from the working committee, as the party's central executive was called. Unless Jawaharlal Nehru, in his capacity as the president, abandoned the policy of preaching socialism as the goal for the Congress, even with principal leadership of the party was troubled, Nehru's European import of the socialism worried them greatly. In an outspoken letter to Nehru, who was then president of the Congress, Dr. Rajendra Prasad Sardar Patel Sardar Patel, C. Rajgopal Acharya Kripalani, and other members of the working committee warned him at the end of June 1936 in ambiguous terms. We are of the opinion that though through your speeches and those of the other socialist colleagues and the acts of the other socialist and the Congress organization has been weakened throughout the country without any compensating gain, the effect of your propaganda on the political work immediately before the nation, particularly the program of election, has been very harmful, and we feel that in the situation created we cannot shoulder the responsibility of organizing and fighting the coming elections. It is not without much reluctance that we have therefore decided to tender out resignation from the working committee. Of course, this did get resolved amicably and in time, but also demonstrated the extent of the discomfort with Jawaharlal Nehru's Europeanized thinking. When therefore election process started, Jinnah was hopeful that an even-handed approach would perhaps keep differences between the National Agriculturist Party (NAP) and the Muslim Unity Board manageable in the Uttar Pradesh. He nominated both Nawab Sahib of Chhatari and Chaudhry Khaliquzzama to All India Muslim League Parliamentary Board AIMLPB. But very shortly after he had done so, Nawab Chhatari, along with Sir Muhammad Yusuf of NAP, publicly announced their resignation, issuing statements justifying their own party and explaining differences with Muslim League. Sir Muhammad Yusuf referred to his fear of socialism, and like Nawab Chhatari took the plea that could be combated only through joint efforts of the both Hindus and Muslims.